Hi, welcome to Otto's Outhouse. I got my first poo. Yay, me. I tried filming 4 different videos today, and something went wrong with each and every one of them. I was going to do an unboxing, and my intro to the unboxing was okay, but the filter on what I was using to film was awful. I need a better way to film these, and that will happen. I am so happy that I got this right now. I just printed off my first print. I'll go back to the other one here in a minute. Only loaded black. Whoop, there it goes. Woo, that came off easy. Let's take a quick look and see how it came out. Hi, it's not going to focus, is it? There we go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I'm going to get a smooth plate. I've decided I need a smooth plate. I don't necessarily want a rough bottom on everything, right? So I'm gonna end up getting a smooth plate, but that's not too bad for a test print. And I don't know what that is about there, but hey, we'll get that cleaned up. Let's just show you here real quick what's going on with the AMS system. Again, sorry for the lighting. I am going to get better. I'll get this place cleaned up and get some decent lighting going. It's auto feed. I started feeding it in, and I didn't know it was auto feed, and all of a sudden I feel it going. I want to do each one individually, one at a time, test each one at a time, just to make sure. I mean, I could jam them all in there, but I would rather test each one. As you can tell, I got small rolls going. Again, I spent a lot of money recently, and I just wanted to test it out, and see what colors I kind of like, because really I have mostly just blue and yellow for the top and some green and orange, but it's all PTG. I do want to talk about Flashforge as a company. Okay. Yes, I've been having trouble printing the enclosure parts. And actually, I'm going to do a video for people like me that have absolutely no clue on how to arrange these on the slicer plate. This one here took forever. I mean, it looked like it wasn't going to fit. You had to rotate it a bunch of different ways and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show everybody my settings. I know there's a lot of better people out there. There just are. But they haven't shown the settings or the parts on the slicer. And I've struggled mightily with the top. I'm going to retry something. I'm going to try some different infill. And I'm going to raise the nozzle just a little bit on that one part that scraped off. I'm glad that I didn't wreck my nozzle. I mean, that really could have been bad. And I'm glad I didn't. Back to Flashforge. Okay, I have been in communication with them about that LED light that I have for the last few days. And, when their after sales team reached out on me on this one, because I had left a 4-star review, and again, I left 4 stars because 4.5 wasn't available. Has nothing to do with the printer itself. It was about the LED and trying to print this enclosure, and then the files just not being formatted properly, but mostly the LED, because they were advertising something as being usable on the Adventure 5M, and it wasn't. So I'm sure a lot of people bought that. I don't know if I'm the only one that has reached out to them in regards to, hey, there's no way to install this, what the heck, yada, yada. But in my communications with them, they have been really, really receptive. I talked to them about the ability of their, I'm going to sit down. I talked to them about the after sales team ability to help out the client, because what happened is I explained the LED situation, and I said, hey, I don't want a refund or anything. I just kind of wanted to let you know. And she goes, oh, you need to contact customer service. We can't help you. And I thought that odd, because they are the after sales service department. So that was a little bit frustrating. And then but no big deal. I contacted customer service and said, hey, this LED, you guys are advertising it as being usable on the Adventurer 5. It's not. You may want to change your website before other people get mad and get frustrated. I don't care about the $15 because it's a pain in my butt to send it back, blah, 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 blah. And she said, no, it's usable. Meanwhile, the other young lady in the post sales department had reached out to their technical department. She went above and beyond, which I think is awesome, went above and beyond and reached out to the technical department. I get an email from the technical department saying, no, it's not usable. And if you use it, you void your warranty. And her email said, oh, of course it's usable. Here's a video. And it was for the Adventurer 5 Pro. That's in a video that I'll be posting here shortly, all about that. But what they did after the video that I'm going to post is they reached back out to me, and they are actually building STL files in order to make a mounting bracket for the Adventurer 5M. They are coming out with a video on how to install it. And they did ask me to test the light on my unit. It's not available anywhere. I think they're having trouble getting it, so they don't have necessarily one to test. I started printing the spool holder this morning, and it finished just about an hour ago, and I'm too burnt to pull the back off. Plus, I kind of want to run a couple more test prints on the ADX5. But I just want to say I am so impressed right now. So impressed with Flashforge's customer service and the fact that they're listening to us, right? My God, they're gonna do STL files. They're gonna try and figure out how to mount it in there. And don't ask me how. Run it. I mean, actually, there is a way to mount it in the corner on the bracket by where the motor is right now. You could mount it at an angle, which would be perfect right there. But the thing is running the wire to the motherboard. I don't. There's just really not a way because there's a clip. There's the wire with the clip. The clip's huge. Anyway, they're engineers. They designed it. Hopefully they can figure something out, and hopefully it works with the top. If it doesn't, hey, at least they tried, and I give them that. For all of you out there that are thinking about Bamboo, hey, do it if you want to, but they're going to lock you into their ecosystem. Flashforge right now is allowing Orca Slicer, and who knows? They've done it before. They may go open source. I did, in my email say if we let them know, keep it open source. The way you are going to beat Bamboo is customer service and keeping, certain things available where Bamboo is locking them up. And I think they took that to heart as well. So, then I've been dealing with companies and presidents of companies and yada yada forever. I'm not afraid to say something in an email. Back when we had a merger at one company, the other company that was partnered with us, they basically said, hey, reach out to the underwriters, and left us blind, new underwriters. So I had to set all that up, and I didn't mess around with no customer service or anything. I found out who the owner was, and I emailed him and his wife, and got us set up. So I'm not afraid to say stuff. That's not bragging. It's just who I am. Kind of like running at the mouth right now. Anyway, I do want to say a couple quick attaboys and thank yous to two other channels, because I've been watching a lot and I'm learning a lot. I am going to get better at filming. And the first one is Jeremy at Figure Feedback. Holy cow, I hope I can get that good someday. I really do. He speaks intelligently. He knows his stuff. His camera angles and everything are clear and concise. And I really hope I can get there someday. Again, when I started this channel, it wasn't really meant to be something super serious. And now that I'm doing it and kind of moving forward with moving towards a business, I want to get better. because, you know, if I'm better at videos, my business might do better. Now, the second, I just found this channel the other day, and it's Ryan and Jenna at Initiative Design. The links will be down below. They run a 3D printing business from home, and they show the down and dirty. If you want to know what it's like to run a 3D printing business on the daily, it's a lot. It is a whole lot, but boy, oh boy, you know, I watched Ryan's first video and it was heads and shoulders above mine. And he was saying, gosh, I need to learn how to shoot better video, and it just made me feel so bad. But you know what? I'm happy for them. They're a newer channel, and go check them out. Go check them out because there's some great information. They're doing craft fairs, they're doing Etsy, all kinds of stuff. And again, I want to thank Jeremy because, you know, his production value plus and the Adventure 5M stuff that he did when I first got this did help me out. All right, folks. You know, I got to stop saying folks because it's not a group watching this. Typically, it's an individual. So thank you, the individual, for watching this. You know, as far as likes and comments, go ahead and leave a comment, but likes and subscribe, do what you will. You know, as I get better, hopefully I'll earn the likes and subscribes. Have a great night.